How's it going, guys? Carlitos here from Garage Fitness Pro. So it seems like every day now more and more people are starting to build their own home gym. And for being a garage gym owner, I've learned a lot of things throughout the years. Here are some things you should know before you start your home gym. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. The first thing you need to do before you start your home gym is figure out your needs. Firstly, figure out if it's practical for you to even have a home gym. This means you have the space for it, you have the budget for it, and if you're even gonna use it. The last thing I want for you guys is to build a home gym and never use it. So that's definitely the first thing you should ask yourself. So when starting out a new gym, I would ask myself, what are my needs? What kind of training style I'm gonna do? Is it gonna be barbells, machines? Anything like that, write it down. Make sure you know what kind of training style you do so you can build your gym around that. I find that this is one of the things that most people don't do at the beginning, and they start buying barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, anything that they see on sale or whatever, but then they end up with a bunch of stuff that they don't use. So make sure when you're starting off at the beginning, make sure you know what you want. Don't just start buying stuff because you saw your friend using it or you saw it on Instagram. Make sure you're tailoring your gym around your workouts. Again, this is one of the big benefits of having your own home gym. You can do whatever you want in it. You can have whatever equipment you want, but at the beginning, trust me, it's gonna go by quick. First, get what you need. Okay, so number two, now that you know your needs, you know what kind of workouts you're gonna be doing in the gym, figure out your budget, how much you're willing to spend on the gym. Whenever you're talking about home gyms, you're always gonna come down to cost and space. Budget is huge for this. Gym equipment is expensive, but it doesn't have to be. If you're smart with your buying, if you're taking your time, looking through Craigslist, Kijiji, or whatever you guys have, shopping around, buying stuff used, you could buy equipment for a decent price. Always have that budget in mind. In the Garage Fitness Pro Gym, it's mainly powerlifting. Getting barbell and weight was a priority. So when we're looking at our budget, we decided not to spend too much on cable machines or bands or all these accessory stuff. We really focused on buying good quality barbells. Do this for yourself too. Things that I see are a must for home gyms, no matter how big or how small, is the flooring. Flooring is one of those things that you must have. This could include having horizontal mats like how we have, gym mats, or even a yoga mat. But you're gonna need something there to protect your floors and, more importantly, protect your weights. So don't forget flooring when you're thinking of your budget. Next is the weights. Weights I wouldn't go too expensive with at the beginning because you could eventually upgrade this, and again, 45 pounds is always going to be 45 pounds. But make sure you weigh your weights, especially if you're going this cheap route, because I had weight plates that claimed to be 45 but ended up being 42, 43 pounds, and that throws you off like crazy, especially if you're going to be competing. So you got your floors, you got your weights. Next is barbell. Now barbell is something that I would not go cheap on. When we started off, we had barbells that were really cheap, probably around $50 to $80 per barbell. And at the time, they were great, they did the job. So if this is in your price range, go for it. But I will tell you, if you're planning to do this for the long run, those barbells aren't gonna last you. We had some that their collars are falling off, some that they started bending. It was a mess. So when we got a good quality bar, it was a game changer. I've had this Rogue Ohio bar for probably like 4 years now, and it hasn't budged. It's solid, it hasn't bent, the knurling is good. It was worth the investment. Yeah, the price range can be triple or quadruple the price of a cheap bar, but it's gonna last you that long too. And when it's something that you come in contact with every day when you're training, it would be worth the investment to me. Now I heard the saying, buy once, cry once, and I think this is definitely somewhere where it applies. Buy this barbell one time, it's gonna be expensive, but it's gonna last you. If you buy a cheap barbell, it's gonna last you a year or two, it's gonna start bending, it's just gonna be a whole mess. So I would buy once, cry once, get it over with, get a good barbell. Another thing about budget is also think about the money you would be saving. Think about the cost of your transportation to a gym, commercial gym, all the time you waste at the gym. It can be really effective to have your home gym. So even though it seems expensive at first, the longer you use it and the more often you use it, the less it actually costs. Now I could go down a whole list of why home gyms are better than commercial gyms, but I'll save that for another video. Let's move on to the next one. Last thing is space. This is a huge one. You gotta know the space you're gonna build your home gym. Is it in your living room? Is it in an office space? Is it in your garage like how we have it here? Is it in a basement? Knowing your space doesn't just mean square footage, how much things that can fit in here. Knowing your space is also knowing your surroundings. Knowing if you have annoying neighbors that are just gonna complain every time you do a deadlift. Or if you have a homeowner association where they don't let you have a home gym. Figure all this stuff out before you start the gym, please. Know that your space works for your needs. And here in Canada, a huge thing is the climate. So our space is perfect. It's nice and roomy. We have the garage door where we can open it, but in the winter, it's brutal. Sometimes the gym hitting -10 degrees Celsius, -20 degrees Celsius, it gets cold. And you might say, oh, I'll just tough it out, wear a jacket. And it's true, we've done that before. But this can also affect the quality of your equipment. Rust and mold and things that you don't want to deal with. And I'm not saying this to scare you into not starting your home gym. I'm just saying be informed of these kind of things before you start. The last thing you want is having a nice garage gym that rusts out in a year. Another sleeper that I don't hear a lot of people talking about is your electrical. Depending on what you have, if you have treadmills or even space heaters, they take up a lot of electricity. Then you're gonna have to call an electrician that's gonna cost you a lot more money than you might have been planning to spend at the beginning. So again, make sure you know all these things before you start your gym. So let's do a quick recap. First, you're gonna figure out your needs, what kind of workouts you do, all that type of stuff. Second, you're gonna figure out your budget. Don't forget the flooring, the barbells, the weights, okay? Third, you're gonna look for your space. Don't forget neighbors, climate, electrical, all that type of stuff. Make sure the space works. Again, this doesn't have to be a huge thing. You can start off with a barbell in your living room with a yoga mat, with a couple of plates, some dumbbells. That's not a problem. It still beats out the commercial gyms. I'm gonna try to convince all you guys to get your home gym soon, okay? So watch out for that. And I'm sure if you clicked on this video, you're already excited to start your home gym. But these are just some stuff that I wish we knew here before we started. Because we went through a tough time, so you don't have to. We went through the -20 degrees winter, the -20 degree workouts. We went through the electrical shortages, the cheap barbells, the complaining neighbors. We went through it all, so I just don't want you guys to go through that. But at the end of the day, even though if there were some minor hurdles, I would do it all again because it is worth getting your own gym. Your own space where you can record videos, do your workouts, slam your weights, do whatever you gotta do to get your training on. There's so many reasons why you should do this gym. So I encourage all you guys to do a bit more research. I'll put some links down below with some great resources you guys can check out. I'm gonna be posting more videos here, so if you guys wanna subscribe, go ahead. So I'll catch you guys on that next one. I'm excited for you guys. Start those home gyms.